16 years ago, my business faced a crisis, not unlike the situation that so many people are facing today. We had this great idea, all the right intentions. We even had the right team in place, but we just lost half our money and we needed a solution. We needed quick cash now. Welcome to the Affiliate Guy podcast. If you want to grow your income, serve your tribe, and enjoy all the benefits of affiliate marketing and having your own affiliates, you're in the right place. Thanks for joining me today. Let's get started. So maybe you're in a similar situation that I found myself 16 years ago now. Not related to a worldwide pandemic, not related to an economic recession, but we as a company at that time, not my current company, but a company I'd started back in 2003, we had just lost half our money on banner ads. Now, don't laugh. This was 2004, not 2014, not 2020. We lost half our money because we spent them on banner ads. We spent, I think it was $10,000 and we made $8,000. And I don't mean we spent $10,000 and made $10,008. I mean, we spent $10,000 and made we lost $9,992. And I remember that feeling like it was yesterday. It's kind of like the feeling that so many people are going through now. It was a sense of hopelessness, a sense of frustration. In this particular case, this is not the sense that a lot of people have right now. Actually, it is. We were angry at ourselves. And I know I've talked with a few of my friends, fellow business owners, and they're angry with themselves for not stockpiling more cash, not having their business in a little bit better situation than it is. And a lot of businesses are struggling right now. It's unavoidable. If you're in the restaurant business, particularly one that doesn't have the ability to do takeout, I mean, I don't know how much nobody would ever suggest you need a 6 months, a year's supply of cash on hand. Typically, most financial advisors will say, have 3 or 4 months, cash on hand. Well, we're a month into this thing, and so, if this thing goes 4, 5, 6 months, I don't think you could fault any business owner for not having enough cash. But in many cases, people are frustrated, and they're angry with themselves, just like we were. And we all stood around looking at each other, just like, how in the heck are we ever going to recover from this? The reality is we just did not have enough money to go out and compete with our competitors on that level. Like our top 2 competitors were both publicly traded companies. The top 4 in our industry had all been around for more than 4 years. It felt like they started when the internet started, we were the new kid, the new kids on the block, so to speak. And now we were broke, at least when we started, we had this dream. We had, a little bit of money, some seed money. Now we wasted it all on ads that just didn't convert. And maybe you can relate to that. Maybe you've done some ads that just didn't work. Maybe you've gone out, I'm going to run some Facebook ads, and you spent $2,000, $3,000 and made nothing. Now, years later, after we discovered the solution, which I'll talk about here, I began to work with other businesses who were in the exact same situation. They might be on the verge of bankruptcy. Maybe they were just tired of, the stagnant growth that comes from so much marketing. Maybe they were growing so slowly it felt like they weren't growing. And so businesses typically call me when they're kind of in one of those two things. Like it's either just, it's an emergency. They are ready to, they're about to go broke. They're 6 months away from being out of money, or they're so frustrated that it's like they were either in crisis or they just reached the point where they were tired of mediocrity. Now, the solution for us back in 2004 was to start an affiliate program. And we actually grew this affiliate program over the next less than 2 years. We grew it to more than $12 million. So when we started it in the second year, it was a $12 million a year affiliate program. And today, I'm going to show you why you need an affiliate program. I'm going to share with you the 5 reasons you need an affiliate program. And once you know these reasons, you can begin to see, the potential for your business. Now, before that, I want to go back to that day in 2004. I remember sitting in the office of our CEO. So there were 3 of us that started the company. Me, I was the COO and the soon-to-be affiliate manager. We had our CFO above whose garage we had started the company, and we had our CEO. And I was sitting in the CEO's office, just the 2 of us. He's a lifelong friend. We've been friends now. We realized that about 3 years ago, we reached the point where we'd been friends longer than we hadn't been friends. We've been friends since we were both about 15. So 25 years of friendship now. But we were, probably 10 years into that friendship back then. And I'm sitting in his office, and I can still remember everything. Like I can see everything in his office as vividly as if it's happening right now. I can see, outside he had a Bradford pear tree that was in bloom. It literally happened about this time, early April in 2004. And I can just picture everything. And we were trying to brainstorm, like, how are we going to save this business that we just started, like 4 months ago? Not only have we not grown, but we've gone backwards. We've lost money. We didn't have VC. We didn't have venture capital. We didn't have, investors, and we weren't going to. We were going to do this on our own, and we were going to bootstrap it. And I said to him, what if I've heard of these people called affiliates? Like, this was a brand new concept back then. Very few companies had affiliates. Again, 16 years ago. It seems like a lifetime ago. It's like 16 years. You think about, like, in terms of like history, how short 16 years is. It's such a short, like the time from when the American Revolution kind of started to, like the things that happened in the American Revolution that caused it to happen, the big things, the Boston Tea Party, the Stamp Act, stuff like that, till the time we had a constitution was about, I think, a little bit more, maybe like 17 years. And yet it seems like that was so quick, but it's like, oh my gosh, it was so long. And, it's just kind of weird to think about how 16 years ago, affiliates were not a very common thing. Very few companies had them. And he's like, what's an affiliate? And I was like, well, it's a person who they promote your product, and you don't pay them until, and he was like, wait, you don't pay them until you make the money? I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay, I'm listening. And like, boom, like we were in, and we talked about this. It was like the best way to scale and all that. And that's what we'll talk about today. For a company in our position, there were 5 huge advantages. Now, before I share those 5 advantages, the 5 reasons you need an affiliate program now more than ever, I want to do a quick listener shout out to the sales evangelist, Donald. It's actually, I connected with Donald probably 5 or 6 years ago. And we haven't talked in a long time. So, hey, Donald, I know you're listening. Reach out to me. I'd love to reconnect. And he says, I have seen the light. I have not been one to focus on affiliate marketing. I was apprehensive, to say the least, but Matt offered me a better way to look at affiliates and how when done right, can become a game changer for my business. I highly recommend this show. Click subscribe and start listening. Well, Donald, the sales evangelist, guys, go check him out. Thank you so much for that shout out. And remember, if you haven't yet, please leave us a rating and review. Helps us get noticed by more people, so more people can get these important messages that we've got here. So back to that again, that day in 2004, the big thing that attracted us to having affiliates was the number one thing that I want to share with you today, the number one advantage of an affiliate program, the number one reason why you need one now more than ever. And that's that you get to make money before you spend it. Now, again, for a company in our position, we had just spent, half our money, blown half our money on banner ads. Banner ads in 2004 were the Facebook ads of 2020. They were the YouTube ads of 2020, the Instagram ads, the whatever they might be. But the beauty of an affiliate program, unlike those ads, you pay for them before you make money. Facebook doesn't just, they don't pay you, they don't let you pay on a percentage of sales. And you certainly as heck don't get to pay net 30, net 45 like you do with affiliates. What that means is if an affiliate makes you a sale today, so we'll just, today, April 7th is when this is going live. If an affiliate makes you a sale on April 7th, odds are, depending upon your terms, you might not pay on that until June 1st. Typically, what we pay with our programs is pretty standard. We pay, I would say, faster than 50% and slower than 50%. We pay pretty much this is what I would say 70% of all programs pay on the exact same schedule we do, which is you get paid the first week. So we pay on the first weekday. So usually the first or second of the month. We pay on the first weekday of the month following the end of the return period. So any sales in April are paid within the first couple of days of June. So your sales from April 1st, we're not paying until June 1st, 2nd. I'm not looking at the calendar, so I don't know what days of the week those are. But so are your sales from April 30th. So all of your sales that are from April are paid the 1st of June. Now, the one kind of caveat to that is we do pay on March 1st for sales from, January, which technically means somebody could return a product March 1st or 2nd, and we take a little bit of a hit. It's like a 0.002% hit throughout the year. It's not a big deal. But basically, we pay on a pretty standard schedule. The beauty of that is that money, especially when you're starting out, gets to float for a little bit. And so that allowed us to grow. That allowed us to, go out and hire, a new tech person that we knew would bring in money, but got us just a little bit of wiggle room to be able to pay that person. Now, over time, what we've done is we just set the money aside. So when we bring in $100,000, say in the month of, April from affiliates, then we'll just set aside $40,000. Our commissions are 40%. If we did a launch and, say we brought in $2 million and we had $200,000 in prizes plus the $800,000 in commissions, we would set aside $1 million. And that just sits there completely untouched. Just goes completely untouched. But again, when we were first starting out, it was great to be able to float that money. The other thing is, you only pay for performance, on that. And so even if we didn't bring in any money, well, at least we weren't spending any money, And so it was really cool for us to be able to do that. We only paid for performance. So you only make money. Not only do you only spend money if you make it, but you actually make it before you spend it. So that's reason number one. It's the number one advantage to having affiliates. It's why, especially right now, you need an affiliate program. Secondly, it is infinitely scalable. It is infinitely scalable. The thing is when you, and we'll talk about this in number 3 as well, but when you bring on, and we'll talk about it in number 5, a little bit, when you bring on multiple affiliates, as opposed to say running some, targeting Facebook ads or YouTube ads, you are only going to target a finite percentage of the population profitably. So if your audience is, let's just say, your audience is 30 to 45-year-old men with low test, we'll go 40 to 55-year-old men that are like, high achievers. So they're probably like executives and middle managers, VPs of something, things like that. Let's say, $100,000 plus income, often entrepreneurs, or, they're working in a C-suite type, environment. I don't know how many of those men there are in the country, but I'm going to guess maybe 1 million. We'll just use the United States. I mean, maybe if you go to like primarily English speaking countries and go to Europe and, parts of South America, Australia, New Zealand, you're talking maybe 5 million people in the entire world that audience could possibly be. It's really hard to target that population successfully because first of all, you're going to waste money on a lot of ads that aren't targeting them. Or secondly, we'll talk about this more in number 3, you've just got to get so myopic with your targeting that it's hard to scale. But with affiliates, it's infinitely scalable because you can consistently bring in new affiliates who might be targeting a bigger population, but you're only paying them for the sales they make, essentially in your niche. Because if that's your niche, you're probably not going to attract a 27-year-old. And if you do, instead of costing you $500 to be able to get that 27-year-old, who's not in your niche on Facebook, it costs you $500 because most 27-year-olds aren't going to be interested. You just pay the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% commission. So it's infinitely scalable. There are no limits on your growth with your affiliate program. So number 1, you make money before you spend it. You only pay for performance. Number 2, it's infinitely scalable. Number 3, you don't have to guess at who to market. That was a great thing, who to market to. For us, we didn't have to guess at who to market to. We didn't have Facebook back then. Like, we had no targeting really. Like, it was the wild, wild west. But even today, and I kind of touched on this in number 2, like, we can get so caught up in targeting and markets and demographics, psychographics, all that stuff that we just cripple ourselves. And so what happens is people typically make one of 2 mistakes. Number 1, they either target too broad, so they try to reach everyone, which we know when you try to reach everyone, you're reaching no one. Unless you're selling soap, and even soap you're still targeting men or women. You're still targeting a certain population. You're targeting people with dry skin, sensitive skin, oily skin. You're still you're targeting people who want scented versus unscented. Frou-frou smelling versus you're still targeting people. Shaving cream. Well, you're targeting people who shave, which isn't everyone, think about that. Like with razors, there are razors for shaving your head and razors for shaving your legs, and maybe they're the same. I don't know. But you're still targeting people, even with like those mass market products, even cleaning products. You're targeting people who care about, want to use more environmentally friendly stuff. You're targeting people who maybe need unscented cleaners because they have, allergies, all these things, right? So number 1, they target too broad. Number 2, they get so myopic with their targeting that they're only targeting, men ages 31 to 33 with 3 kids who homeschool in their favorite football teams in the NFC East. It's like, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work either way. Like, hopefully that makes sense. It just doesn't work either way. But with affiliates, we don't have to worry about targeting and who to market to. They do it for us. And so what happens is somebody comes in, we reach out to somebody, they come to us, whichever way, and they say, I want to promote your product. I say, great, here's a link. We give them all the stuff. We'll talk about that in future episodes, what to do with, once you get them. And I'm going to share a free report with you in a little bit that'll help you to find them. But when you bring them in, they go out and they market. And they do all the hard work, essentially. Yes, you're going to put work in. Because we'll talk about that in later episodes. But basically what happens is if it works for them, awesome. They make enough money. They're happy. If they don't, they stop promoting. But you didn't have to do any of the hard work on the front end. You didn't have to go out and guess and try to figure out who to target and all that stuff. And so it kind of ties back to that infinite scalability because it allows you, again, using that example of 40 to 55-year-old men who are in this position, but what about the ones making $90,000 a year? Maybe not 100, but 90. What about the 38-year-olds? What about the 57-year-olds? I mean, you're right kind of on the outskirts there. It's not profitable enough to target, but if they have someone on their list that falls into that and they buy, then you make money. And you don't have to guess. Especially when you're first starting out. You may have a pretty good idea, but the reality is you don't. We have a new coaching program called Your Affiliate Launch Coach, where we basically take companies and entrepreneurs, small businesses, and walk them through the process of setting up an affiliate program, or if they already have one, how to get more affiliates and how to coach their affiliates and basically how to get results. And so far, the handful of clients we've worked with, the results have been amazing. They're 2 and 3xing their previous launches, sometimes 3 and 4xing their goals before they worked with us. It's crazy how well this is working. But we don't know the exact demographic yet. We don't know exactly where their revenue should be. We don't know exactly what niches we work best with yet. Thankfully, we haven't had any, clients so far that haven't worked. And if you had asked me beforehand, some of the clients that we've worked with, would our teachings work in their niche? I might have questioned them. I said, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But they did. We had one recently. Their goal was, I think, 30,000 registrants for their summit. We helped them get 104,000. I was hesitant to even work with them just because I wasn't 100% sure we could help them max their results out. And the cool thing is, if that person comes from an affiliate, we don't have to worry about that. So again, what about those people on the outskirts that maybe wouldn't be profitable for ads, but they'll get clicks and they'll get conversions from your affiliates? Think about that. It's a great way. You don't have to guess at who to market to. Your affiliates do it for you. So again, you make money before you spend money. Only pay for performance. That's number one. Number two, it's infinitely scalable. There are no limits on your growth. And then number three kind of ties in with that is you don't have to guess at who to market to. The fourth reason you need an affiliate program: warm prospects. No other form of advertising, not perfectly targeted Facebook ads, not even search traffic, where they literally searched for the term that sent them to your website. No other form of advertising brings in warm prospects like affiliates. And it makes sense. I tell people this a lot and they're like, oh, but search traffic, they search for the term. They're in desperate need. Yeah, but nobody made a third-party referral. Nobody said nice things about you before sending them to your website, like your affiliates do. So your affiliates, they're a third-party referral, right? They say nice things about you before. They wrote an email with all these compliments, all this stuff, advertising you, giving you their all of their what's the word I'm looking for? All their their credence, all their good juju. I don't even know the word I'm looking for, but all the good vibes. The prospects are already warmed up when they come to you. And so what we found is there's literally no other form of advertising that converts clicks into leads, opt-ins, whatever you want to call them, as well as affiliate traffic does. Typically our affiliate, our cold traffic from Facebook and even our traffic from search engines will convert between 25 and 40% into a lead. Affiliates are as high as 70, sometimes even 90. We had one webinar that converted at 92%. 92%. And this was on, nearly 1,000 clicks. So it was valid. It wasn't like we converted, 92% of 34 people. 92% of the webinar clicks converted into registrants. And almost 50% of people showed up. We literally had something like 900 clicks and 310 people show up. That's insane. To get more than 33% of your clicks to show up to a webinar is almost unheard of, except from affiliates. No other form of advertising converts in from clicks to leads better. And no other form of advertising converts from leads to sales as highly as affiliate traffic does. And so it's a double, it's a double boon. Boon? I don't even know if that's the word I was looking. I don't know where that came from. It's a double boom, maybe, boom, boom. I don't know. I'm having trouble with my vocabulary today. I think I need to go study, go read the dictionary for a couple of hours. But I didn't know where I was going with that. But it's like a double win. It's a double win as far as, boon. Yeah, that's right. Where it's I don't know. Whatever boon means, I forget. It means it's good things. I'm just going to leave this in. Anyway, so it's this huge double thing. You double up because if you think about it, if you run a really good Facebook ad, maybe you convert 50% of clicks into a lead, which would be really high. And you convert 5% of those into sales. You're basically converting, if I'm doing the math right, 2.5% of clicks into sales. But with affiliates, if you convert, we'll go low. So again, we're going high on cold traffic, low on affiliates. You convert 70%. Typically, we find it's around 70 to 80%. We can go lower. We'll just say 66.666%, 2/3 of traffic into a lead, and you convert 4% into sales. If I'm not mistaken, I might have to do some math on this. We'll just do this real quick here. That's a lot higher. I don't even know what the math is on that, but it's basically double. You've doubled the sales per click, probably sometimes more. And like I said, sometimes we've run, pretty good, traffic that's been profitable for the record, from Facebook ads, and we converted 31% into a lead and 1.3% into sales. And we run that same landing page through an affiliate, and we get, 74% into leads and 2.4% into sales. I mean, it ends up being like triple or quadruple the number of sales per click for effectively and a lower ad cost per acquisition. Because on those Facebook sales, we might be paying, 70, 80, 90% in ad costs, sometimes even 100%. We're just breaking even, just trying to get to the point where, we can make money on the back end. But with affiliates, we're paying 40%. I mean, literally, that's it. We're paying 40%. So that's how, powerful affiliates are. So again, you make money before you spend it. It's infinitely scalable. You don't have to guess at who to market to. And the prospects are the warmest you can find because people are saying nice things about you. They are sending you warm traffic at a level that you can't even fathom if all you've ever done is ads. And then the fifth reason why you need affiliates now is success equals more success. It is a multiplier. When you run a good Facebook ad, you ran a good Facebook ad. That's it. End of story. I wrote a good Facebook ad. Yeah, you can go and learn something from that. You can tweak the ad, split test it, put a new image, a new headline, a little bit of new text, change a landing page, and improve it. Yeah, that's it. But you ran a good Facebook ad. It doesn't, you run one good Facebook ad, you don't just get free Facebook ads. But when you have one, you have success with just one affiliate, it will often lead to many more affiliates. Affiliates talk to each other. They're in mastermind groups together. They're in forums together. They're in Facebook groups together. They're just Facebook friends. They talk on the phone. They text. They see each other, at conferences, but they follow each other online. And so when one affiliate is making money from your product, others will want to join your program as well. I mean, it's just simple as that. We've seen typically when we personally will recruit 100 affiliates to a program, and I'll share a way in a little bit where you can get, you can find your first 100 affiliates. We'll find that another 40 to 100 will join as a result. We've seen, literally we've seen affiliate programs just double in size with no extra effort. We've seen them grow by 50%. We've seen, we'll get 100 affiliates and 20 of them will actually personally refer another affiliate. And then we'll have another 30 or 40 that just show up, and then of those 20 that were referred, 5 of them will refer an affiliate, and it kind of just exponentially grows from there. And so that's one of the beauties of this is there's no end point. You can consistently grow, consistently bring in new affiliates without a whole lot of extra effort. If you run your program right, and again, we'll teach you how. If you listen to enough of this podcast, you will learn how to run an effective affiliate program. We have, our coaching program, like I talked about earlier and stuff, if you want to take it to the next level, but you can learn a lot for free here. And so success equals more success. It compounds. It grows almost organically because of just the way that humans operate. And so we're on board, going back to that day in 2004, we were on board. We were going to start working with affiliates, right? And I'll never forget sitting in the chair in his office, and Hunter looked at me and said the words that determined my career trajectory for the last 16 years. He said, "Yeah, but where do we find affiliates?" And I was like, here I was on this buzz, like here, it would do this, it would allow us to make money before we spend it. We only pay for performance. It's infinitely scalable. We don't have to guess at who to market to. We're going to get these really warm prospects and it's going to grow organically. Success equals more success. But he just like talk about sucking the air out of the room. Like we had no idea where we were going to find affiliates. And that's been my mission for the last decade plus, like finding, recruiting, serving, motivating, growing affiliates, growing affiliate programs. Like I help affiliate marketers now, and I help affiliate programs explode their business. And so I've kind of teased it throughout this episode, but that's why we recently updated. We have this report called Your First 100 Affiliates. It is crazy popular. It's more that we've had it downloaded more than 10,000 times. I've heard stories talking about like, I mean, Matt, this, like I took this report and I started my affiliate program. We're running a 6-7 figure affiliate program now, like from scratch. Matt, it took me 6 months to find my first 5 affiliates. It took me 6 weeks to find my next 100. So this report, it's totally free, 100% free. You'll learn how to find, where to find top affiliates. I'll give you some email templates for recruiting. I'll share with you some no-nos, what not to do when recruiting affiliates. I'm going to share the 3 most surprising sources of affiliates, how to turn your competition into partnership, how to recruit this army like we've talked about. They're product evangelists is really what they are. And even in these hard times, how you can create exponential growth for your business. So go to mattmcwilliams.com/first100. mattmcwilliams.com/FIRST100. We'll put that link in the show notes and you can grab this free report, Your First 100 Affiliates. I'm going to walk you through how to do the ask, how to get over any mindset issues you might have with asking somebody to be an affiliate. Like I said, we've got a couple email templates in there, all the places, 15 places, the 15 best places in 2020 to find affiliates. We updated it because some of the stuff we had in there, quite frankly, was outdated. I was talking about like forums and stuff like that aren't really that big anymore. I had a few other things that were great in 2017, 2018, but we want to talk about how to recruit affiliates now in 2020. So we're going to be updating this report every single year for what's working, what's worked for us in the past year to recruit affiliates for, we've worked with multiple 7, 8, and 9-figure businesses, worked with, Michael Hyatt, Shark Tank's Kevin Harrington, Brian Tracy, Lewis Howes, Ray Edwards, Rich Sheffrin, the list goes on. Like, how have we done that? How have we recruited affiliates? We shared all in this free report. Because the thing is, like, I name drop those names, and then you're thinking, yeah, but I don't know any of those people. Of course, it's easy to recruit an affiliate for Rich Sheffrin or Brian Tracy or Michael Hyatt, or Shutterfly. It's actually not, But the thing is, your competition wants you to think that you need to wait to start your own affiliate program. Okay. They want you to think that JV partners, affiliates, whatever you want to call them, they're only for the cool kids and for the insiders. Okay. Now, they want you to think this, they have their own reasons, right? But they're wrong. That these are not true. If you're listening right now, you're like, no, I got to wait to start my affiliate program. I'm not ready for it. Maybe a year from now. And I hear that a lot. It breaks my heart because I see that like one day, Matt, I'll start an affiliate program. When is that one day going to be? When is it going to be? It should be now. It should be now. And if you have ever seen those folks out there doing the 1 million, the 2 million, the 3 million, even the $10 million product launches, and it seems like I hear this a lot. Well, everybody's promoting it. I got all their emails. Well, it was a $32 million launch. Why are you instead of looking at that and complaining about it and saying, well, everybody's promoting this and I'm annoyed, why don't you learn from it? I've talked about that so many times, right? Stop looking at people's marketing and going, oh, I hate their marketing. It's okay if you don't like somebody's marketing and you want to just, and what you learn from it is I don't want to do that. But stop looking at everybody's marketing and the way everybody's running their business to go, I don't like the way they do that. No, learn from it. So if you've ever looked at those programs and said, I wonder if I could do that. You can. You can. I am telling you right now, you can run a 6-figure affiliate program in 2020. This report will help. MattMcWilliams.com/first100. I don't know why I did that voice, but yeah, anyway. No, I mean, seriously, this report will help you. It will help you to do that. But I just want you to know you can. Like, I know you have a dream to, explode your sales, explode your business. I want to show you how to make it happen. This report will help you to do that. This is totally free. Just go to MattMcWilliams.com/FIRST100. Grab this free report. Learn how to get your first 100 affiliates. So with that, I'll wrap up. Go grab the report, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for listening today. Remember to check out all of our deep dives into affiliate marketing at theaffiliateguy.tv. And if you have a question, you can ask it at asktheaffiliateguy.com. Who knows? Might end up being featured on this podcast.